Welcome back, America, to Sound Retirement Radio, where we bring you concepts, ideas, and strategies designed to help you achieve clarity, confidence, and freedom as you prepare for and transition through retirement. And now, here is your host, Jason Parker.
America, welcome back to another round of Sound Retirement Radio. So glad to have you tune in into this episode. Before we get into today's show, I always like to get the morning started right by renewing our mind, and I've got this verse from Luke 12:15. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions. And then, of course, a joke, something fun to share with the grandkids. Why didn't the quarter roll down the hill with the nickel? Because it had more sense. I'm really excited to announce the upcoming release of the audio version of my book, Retirement Calculator, How Much Money Do I Need to Retire? As a token of appreciation to our podcast listeners, I'll be unveiling one chapter per week as a podcast episode. In essence, over the course of the next 13 weeks, you'll have the opportunity to enjoy the entire audiobook completely free of charge. As always, be sure to visit soundretirementplanning.com, click on episode number 405 for any articles, links, and resources mentioned in today's show. The Retirement Calculator is an intuitive tool that promises ease and accuracy. However, like any tool, user error could potentially lead to costly mistakes. To avoid this, let the experienced advisors at Parker Financial help guide you. When you hire our team, we offer a comprehensive review of your investments, taxes, and the data in the Retirement Budget Calculator. We will ensure your plan's completeness and accuracy, helping you create an investment strategy, assist with tax planning, and monitor your plan to maximize your retirement benefits. At Parker Financial, we offer a well-crafted retirement investment strategy, deeply rooted in academic data and financial science, which can be the key to your prosperous retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Take the first step towards a sound retirement. Schedule your complimentary discovery session now by visiting parker-financial.net. Let us help you make the most of your retirement years. Okay, here's Chapter 1, Retirement. When do people retire? According to a Gallup poll that was conducted in 2021, the average retirement age was 62. However, this doesn't mean you have to retire at this age. You can retire earlier if you have enough money saved. You can also retire later if you want to continue working. When should you retire? The most important factor in deciding when to retire is whether or not you've saved enough money. There are several ways to calculate how much money you will need for retirement, but a good rule of thumb is to have enough saved to replace 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income. For example, if you had been earning $80,000 per year in your working years, then you would want to plan for $64,000 of income in retirement. How do you figure out if you've saved enough? The easiest formula for deciding if you have saved enough money is to calculate the gap between your guaranteed income and your retirement budget. For example, let's say you'll have $30,000 per year of Social Security income, and you've calculated your annual retirement budget to require $60,000. You would have a gap of $30,000. Next, you would multiply the gap number of $30,000 by 25, and this would tell you if you have saved enough. In this example, you would need $750,000 saved to have a comfortable retirement. This rule of 25 times your annual spending is based on the Trinity study, which attempts to determine safe withdrawal rates from investment portfolios. Avoid these common retirement mistakes. Now that we know how to calculate how much money we need for retirement, let's take a look at some common mistakes people make when planning for their retirement. One of the biggest mistakes is retiring too early, because in the Trinity study, the assumption is that your money will need to last for a 30-year retirement. With people trying to retire early and with life expectancy rates rising, many of us can expect to live well into our 90s. This means that we need to make sure our retirement savings will last for 30 to 40 years or more. Another mistake is not having a plan for inflation. Over time, the cost of living will go up, and your retirement income needs to keep pace with inflation. One way to do this is by investing in things like real estate or stocks that have the potential to increase in value over time. How do you determine if you can afford to retire? The most important factor in determining whether or not you can afford to retire is how much money you spend. Track your spending for a month or two and see where your money goes. Once you have a good idea for your monthly expenses, you can start to figure out how much money you'll need in retirement. Today, many banks and credit unions have apps that can help track your spending. Quicken, Mint, and YNAB are tools you can use to help you track where your money goes And once you have that nailed down, you can input your expenses into the retirement budget calculator to finalize your budget. What should I do 1 year before retirement? Now that we know how to calculate how much money you need for retirement and some of the common mistakes people make, let's look at what you should do 1 year before retirement. One of the most important things you can do is get your financial house in order. This means getting rid of any debt that you have and making sure you have a good budget that you can stick to. Be sure you have all of your ducks in a row with your retirement savings. You need to know how much you've saved and where it's invested. You need to know if your asset allocation will fulfill your requirements. You should also be informed of the different types of retirement accounts available to you and know how they work. Learn the rules about when you can access those accounts and what the tax implications will be when you do. Additionally, you'll need to look into your will and estate planning documents. This includes things like your power of attorney, healthcare directive, and beneficiary designations. It's also important to think about how you will want to spend your time in retirement. Many people find that they have more time on their hands once they retire, which can be good or bad depending on how you look at it. Try to have some hobbies and activities lined up that you can do in retirement. This will help you stay active and avoid getting bored and spending money. How much have you saved? Do you have a 401k? Do you know how much is in it and what the rules are for withdrawing money from it? Do you have an IRA? What about a Roth IRA or an HSA? Consider all of your retirement savings accounts that you could access if you were required to do so. Consider not just your retirement accounts, but also all of the money in your bank and brokerage accounts. The most frequent mistake is to include the value of your house in this calculation. While your house is certainly an asset to include in your net worth, it is not generally thought of as a liquid investment, as you would need to either sell the house or take a loan out against it to access the equity to help with your retirement living expenses. How long does your money need to last? This is a question that you're going to need to answer for yourself, and it depends on a number of factors, including how long you expect to live, how much money you will need to cover your expenses, and what kind of lifestyle you want in retirement. Some people plan to retire later and may only need their savings to last 20 or 30 years. Other people plan to retire sooner and may need their retirement savings to last for 30 or 40 years or longer. The life expectancy calculator that was developed by Social Security is a decent place to start. Is it better to take Social Security at 62, 67, or 70? This is a question that many people ask, and there's no easy answer. The best answer for you will depend on several factors, including your age, health, marital status, and how much money you have saved for retirement. If you start taking Social Security at 62 rather than waiting until you're the full retirement age, then you'll receive a reduced monthly benefit. If you plan to live a long time and have a family history of longevity, you might want to postpone beginning Social Security until age 70 and accrue delayed retirement credits. Your full retirement age is determined by the year you were born. If you were born between 1943 and 1954, your full retirement age is 66. The full retirement age increases gradually for those born between 1955 and 1960. Anyone born after 1960 has a full retirement age that is payable at age 67. If your full retirement age is 67, but you wait until age 70 to start receiving your benefits, then you will accrue an 8% increase in your retirement benefit per year. Social Security taxes. One of the reasons to optimize your Social Security retirement benefits is that it enjoys special rules regarding federal income taxes. The provisional income rules say that none of your Social Security payments may be taxed to a maximum of 85% of your benefits. The taxation of Social Security benefits will, in part, be determined by other sources of taxable income. For example, dividends and interest income count, but qualified Roth IRA withdrawals do not count when figuring how much of your Social Security is taxable. In the retirement budget calculator, we automatically do the provisional income calculations to determine how much of your Social Security will be taxable. The calculator also allows you to modify the withdrawal order so that you can see how taking income from a traditional IRA compares with Roth IRA to impact the taxation of your Social Security. If you have not yet signed up for the retirement budget calculator, you can do so at retirementbudgetcalculator.com and see how it can help you with the provisional income tax calculations. The Social Security benefit was developed by actuaries. If you start benefits early, you'll take a reduced benefit, but receive more payments. Whereas if you wait to start Social Security benefits until age 70, you get a higher benefit, but Social Security will make payments for a shorter period. The Social Security Administration developed its formula to pay an equal amount of income over average life expectancy, regardless of when you start benefits. Because single individuals must live past age 80 for it to make sense to delay Social Security, and because married couples' break-even analysis is more difficult due to survivor benefits available, you'll want to build a customized Social Security plan for your unique scenario. Whether you're married or single, the Social Security Administration does not have any personal information about your particular life expectancy, so having a thorough grasp of your family's history may assist you in calculating when to claim your Social Security benefits. The decision of when to start Social Security is a personal one, and you should consider all the factors mentioned above before making a decision. There is no right or wrong answer, but there is an answer that is best for you. Plan for the go-go, slow-go, and no-go years. It's important to plan for all three phases of retirement: the go-go years, the slow-go years, and the no-go years. The go-go years are typically the years when you first retire, you have good health, a spouse, friends, and travel is fun. This is the time to do as much as you can and are the best years to travel and explore. The slow-go years are the years where you may start to experience health issues or the loss of a spouse, and travel may not be as fun. The no-go years are usually the consequence of poor health, a lack of resources, a lack of desire, or both. These years could involve a time when medical expenses are higher and you may not be able to travel as much. No matter what phase of retirement you're in, it's important to have a plan and to think about how your spending will change in each phase. Each phase represents different challenges and opportunities. By planning for all three phases, you can make the most of your retirement years.
Information and opinions expressed here are believed to be accurate and complete, for general information only, and should not be construed as specific tax, legal, or financial advice for any individual, and does not constitute a solicitation for any securities or insurance products. Please consult with your financial professional before taking action on anything discussed in this program. Parker Financial, its representatives, or its affiliates have no liability for investment decisions or other actions taken or made by you based on the information provided in this program. All insurance-related discussions are subject to the claims-paying ability of the company. Investing involves risk. Jason Parker is the president of Parker Financial, an independent, fee-based wealth management firm located at 9057 Washington Avenue Northwest, Silverdale, Washington. For additional information, call 1-800-514-5046 or visit us online at soundretirementplanning.com.